Once there was a family of 5, parents, James and Maria, and their 3 children, Sarah, Daniel, and Lily. They lived a comfortable life in a modest home, with James working as a carpenter and Maria managing the household. For years, they had enough to get by, but one day everything changed. James's company downsized, and he lost his job. What was once a steady source of income vanished overnight. Maria picked up extra shifts at a local store, but her salary wasn't enough to cover their mortgage, bills, and school fees. Slowly, their savings started to dwindle, and the stress began to mount. One evening, after a difficult day, the family sat around the dinner table, the air heavy with worry. Sarah, the eldest child, noticed the tension between her parents and asked, "What's wrong? You've been acting different lately." James sighed and looked at Maria before turning to his children. "We've been struggling with money since I lost my job. We're trying to figure out how to make things work." Daniel and Lily were too young to understand all the details, but they could feel the weight of the situation. Sarah, however, being old enough, decided to speak up. "Maybe we can help. I know we're just kids, but we're a family, right? We should face this together." James and Maria were hesitant at first, not wanting to burden their children. But Sarah insisted. "What if we all find small ways to cut back, or find ways to earn extra money? It may not solve everything, but it might make things easier." Inspired by Sarah's determination, the family came up with a plan. They would make sacrifices together and find creative solutions to ease the financial burden. They went through their budget and eliminated non-essential expenses. Family movie nights at the theater turned into movie nights at home. They reduced their energy usage and cut back on eating out, choosing to cook simple, affordable meals instead. Sarah, who loved babysitting, started offering her services to neighbors on weekends. Daniel, though young, began mowing lawns for a small fee. Even Maria, on her days off, started baking homemade cookies and selling them at a nearby farmer's market. James, though jobless, still had his carpentry skills. He offered to do small repairs around the neighborhood for a fee. It wasn't much, but every little bit helped. Maria also helped their elderly neighbor buy grocery shopping for her, and the neighbor insisted on paying for the service. The family worked hard and pulled together during those months. It wasn't easy. There were times when they felt exhausted, frustrated, and unsure if things would ever improve. But they leaned on each other for support, and the children's efforts gave James and Maria hope. After several months of perseverance, James found a new job, and their financial situation began to stabilize. They weren't immediately out of the woods, but things were getting better. The family had learned a valuable lesson during that tough time. By working together, they could overcome even the biggest challenges. Even after their financial troubles eased, they continued their frugal habits, saving money and sticking to a budget. They had learned to appreciate the little things, and the experience had brought them closer than ever before. Moral: when financial troubles hit, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, but facing them together as a family can bring strength and solutions that might otherwise seem out of reach. By working as a team, making sacrifices, and supporting one another, families can overcome the toughest of challenges. This story highlights the importance of unity and creativity in overcoming financial difficulties as a family. It shows how everyone can contribute in small ways and how sticking together can make all the difference.